What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Be the market one trade at a time. All right, so in this episode, we're going to be talking about the growth of AI. So AI being artificial intelligence. So jumping right into it, everybody's basically seen on TikTok or on any social media platform the growth of ChatGPT. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, basically a chat-based text module powered by AI, where people are using to solve everyday problems, ask questions, start businesses, basically solving whichever problem you can think of. ChatGPT can provide an answer for it. So it's been a direct competitor and kind of shattered the market for a lot of AI. But you're also starting to see a lot of companies ramp up their AI program based off of ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is basically built off of a company named OpenAI. So ChatGPT being the AI that lives on OpenAI, which is the company. So don't get those two mixed up. OpenAI built ChatGPT. So next, let's talk about Meta. Meta, seeing that ChatGPT was big and wanted to be a competitor, they came up with Llama. So LL, capital LL, lowercase a, MA, capital MA. Is an AI tool used to help with research. So not like ChatGPT, Meta is kind of gearing it directly towards helping with research. It's marketed as a non-commercial license focused on research use cases. So kind of like the medical field or doing research for graduate students or universities. That's what they're using this AI to be. So Meta claims that their Llama 13B performs better than OpenAI's popular GPT-3 model, and they claim that it's a direct competitor to DeepMind's Chinchilla 70B and Google's Palm 504B. Meta says it once trained Llama 13B can run on a single data center grade NVIDIA V100 GPU. So definitely very interesting that they're making an AI platform that can run very efficiently on hardware that's readily available. I think that's something that people are going to be looking for when they jump into how AI can be more efficient. Is going to be the hardware. Now, we're not as in a big of a chip shortage or a GPU shortage or CPU shortage as we were last year around this time, but definitely it's not as easy to come by. Prices have gone down a lot. Since mining's not really as huge of a thing as it was before. I feel like the people who wanted to get into crypto mining are already in crypto mining. Businesses who wanted to get into crypto mining kind of already have their ASICs miners, or they're moving to more hardware wallets, or they're just buying crypto on different platforms. Also, with all the things that happen with FTX, I feel like the crypto market is kind of people are kind of a lot hesitant now with all that going on. In that case, I think it's still open. I don't think there was a verdict on it yet. So still there's some more developments on that. And the crypto market is still relatively flat. It's not really bullish, not really bearish, but I would say flat at the current moment. So while that's flat, I feel like GPU prices are going to be pretty steady. But if that starts to ramp back up, and then also gaming as well, if both of those sectors start to ramp up, then you could see GPUs and CPUs start to go back up in price. But with companies like Meta already, making the platform and buying the material or hardware necessary in order to make that platform transition, I think they're going to be able to take advantage of that. Next, we have Google. Google has an AI as well. It was designed as a direct competitor with ChatGPT, but one flaw with the Google AI is that it made an error. It was asked a question about the James Space Webb Telescope, and it basically got it wrong. And so they're kind of going back to the drawing board with Google AI to try to fix it. And so I don't think that's really a bad mark on Google. Definitely Google has a large amount of technical experts on their team. They hire the best talent. I think it was just kind of hey, AI has errors. There are things that people see in AI. It does take a large amount of training in order to get an AI system to be as efficient as you need it to be. And I think that's kind of some of the background things that people don't really see is the training, all the different calculations, all the different models that are ran in order for you to get an answer that is correct in AI. So I think Google kind of just shed light onto, hey, AI is not perfect, and it can be worked on in the future, and they plan to do so. Lastly, I want to talk about Snap AI. So Snapchat just recently released their version of AI similar to ChatGPT. It is a texting version. It's called My AI, which is a chatbot running on the latest version of OpenAI's GPT technology. All conversations with My AI will be stored and may be reviewed to improve the person's experience. So, similar to ChatGPT, there's a section on the side where you can save your different dialogues. It's going to do the same thing in Snapchat AI or My AI. I don't really have a date on when they're rolling that out, but I know it will be helpful for a lot of people who have mobile devices who want to use AI to help solve their different problems, maybe college students or people of that nature who just need a quick answer to something. Will this replace Google? I don't think so, or other search engines. I don't think it will, but it's definitely seeing the growth of a lot of different AIs. I would say go test the different ones to see how they interact. ChatGPT obviously being the benchmark for a lot of AIs out there, and how AIs participate with people, the human user experience. And so I feel like they're kind of tweaking that, similar to what TikTok did when TikTok first came out. It was very disruptive. And so a lot of companies basically looked at TikTok and then said, hey, they have a large user base. We're losing a large number of our demographic and people. So they came out with things like Reels, YouTube Shorts, things of that nature to try to compete with them. I think it's the same thing with ChatGPT. You have Meta trying to compete, Snap, Chat AI, and then Google AI trying to compete as well. Now, all these work in different ways, and you can use them in different ways as well. Meta seems to be more restrictive for just research, so it may be more difficult to try to get into Meta's AI. Llama, Snap AI works off of ChatGPT, so it's kind of just an extension of ChatGPT. But I think Google is kind of the wild card when it comes to how their AI is going to perform and how they're going to integrate it, just because Google is the main search engine for a majority of people's searches already, and they could have a seamless transition to put AI into their current working system. So let's jump into some stock analysis and see what's going on in the market. All right, first up, let's look at Google. So we have Google, ticker sign GOOGL, traded on NASDAQ. Currently, the price is at $108.42. Bear in mind that these prices may be different depending on when you watch this content or when you hear it. But at the current time, it is at $108.42. If we look, it is bullish. The moving average 10 is above the moving average 50 and 100. Moving average 50 is at $104.92, and moving average 100 is at $103.20. So overall, having a nice little bullish uptrend. Google being one of the AI players that is currently in the market, doing a lot of research on AI. Definitely going to be looking at Google to see if it can continue to go up from the level that it currently is at. So the level I'm going to be looking at is at 112.02. So 112.02 will be the level I'm going to be looking at for Google. Next, we have Meta. Meta also being a pretty large AI or artificial intelligence player in the space. They are bullish as well, currently at $216.10, up above their moving average 50 and moving average 100. Moving average 50 is at 212.68, and moving average 100 is at 209.33. Overall, they are above their VWAP 14, which is at around 214.08. So nice little bullish upward trend for Meta. Meta has been making news as well, stating that they're going to be going more into the AI space. So definitely going to be looking at some more updates for them and how they plan to roll out their AI program. Next on the list, we have Snap, ticker sign SNAP, which is for Snap Incorporated, which is Snapchat. They're currently at $10.56, a little bit of a bearish downward trend. They've kind of been going sideways for the past couple of days, uh, kind of falling from this $11.47 level that is going to be a key target price that I'm going to be looking at to see if they can break through $11.47. It was the last high that they were at around the 4th of April. So currently they are below the moving average 50 and 100. Moving average 50 is currently at $10.78, and the moving average 100 is at $10.87. So if it breaks through that resistance level at 1078, they're going to be looking to see if it can hit $11.47. Next, we have NVIDIA. So NVIDIA being one of the big hardware contributors to the AI space, providing a lot of the GPUs and CPUs, or just GPUs in general, but also research capabilities for the overall space in AI. Definitely going to be looking at NVIDIA for them and their plan on supporting the hardware for the AI space. So they're currently at $270.37. They are bearish. Moving average 10 is below the 50 and 100. Moving average 10 is at 269.62. Moving average 50 is around 274. We have it at 274. 69, and then the moving average 100 is at 271 42. So definitely gonna be looking to see if they can break through that resistance and hit that new level of $280. They had a low this previous week of 263.95. So if they do not break through this resistance and they bounce off that resistance, going to be looking at this resistance or the support level around 263.95. Next, we have AMD. AMD, another hardware company involved in the AI space, potentially providing a lot of the CPUs for the processing for AI alongside Intel. I don't have Intel on here on this list. I think AMD has kind of been more into the AI space. Intel has as well. I just don't currently have them on this list, but Intel is another company to look at. But as far as AMD, they're currently bearish. They had a low of $90.62, ending at 92.47. They're bearish. Moving average 10 is below the 50 and the 100. Moving average 50 is currently at $94.05. Moving average 100 is at $95.25. Going to be looking to see if it can break through those two levels and hit this kind of top resistance level of $97.27. So the range we're going to be looking at it for this week coming up is going to be $90.62 and $97.27. And lastly, we have Microsoft. Microsoft is bullish at the time of recording this. They did bounce kind of off the moving average 100 level, which was down at 282.03. They're currently at 291.60, so they're on a nice bullish upward trend. There was some news that came out earlier this week talking about Microsoft and their plans to partner with OpenAI. So that's definitely going to be something that can be a huge catalyst for the company moving forward. Everybody knows ChatGPT is a huge on TikTok and all social medias. It's something that a lot of people are using and adopting into how they're doing everything really, processing, starting businesses, doing data research. There's a whole community around ChatGPT, and for Microsoft to say that they are going to be potentially partnering with OpenAI, who created ChatGPT, is definitely a huge catalyst for Microsoft in general. So they're at 292.08. Going to be looking to see if they continue to go up from that level, and they are above their moving average 50 and 100. Moving average 50 is at 286.33, and moving average 100 is at 283.85. So those are going to be the companies that I'll be looking at continuously over time for the AI space, including Intel. But going from the top down, we have Google, ticker sign GOOGL. We have Meta, ticker sign META. Snap, ticker sign SNAP. NVIDIA, ticker sign NVDA. AMD for Advanced Micro Devices, which is ticker sign AMD. And then we have Microsoft, ticker sign MSFT. So let me know what you guys think. Which one of these do you think will have the best potential to move forward? I think all of them definitely have a great potential. Meta has a lot of capital around them. Google kind of has the customer service. A lot of people use Google for their searches. Microsoft as well. People use their products. They have a pretty good marketing strategy. They have a huge company behind them and a lot of resources, especially with them partnering with OpenAI. I think that'll be a huge move for them moving forward. And NVIDIA and AMD, I think, could provide the potential hardware to support whatever is going on in the AI space. So if you like this podcast, make sure you go and drop a comment, thumbs up, like it on whatever streaming service that you're using. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.